Hello everyone, welcome back to Niko Vlogs. On my mind today, a little bit more information on the next Microsoft console. The next Assassin's Creed is already in development, and is digital distribution doing more harm than good? I don't know. You tell me. So, let's get started. Assassin's Creed. They've been releasing an Assassin's Creed right around Christmas time for the past 3 years for the 3 games that are out already. Basically, we know there's going to be another one that comes out this year, so it's more or less just what it's going to be. Basically, we know that Ezio's timeline has been completed, so we're probably going to see a new main character. If you didn't know, in Assassin's Creed 1, it was Altair. In 2 and 3, it was Ezio. So the actual main character who actually controls those is Desmond. He's like alive in our time and then controls through this big machine the memories of his ancestors way back in the past. Quick review for anybody who has never touched an Assassin's Creed game. They're awesome if you like to assassinate people. So, someone from Ubisoft actually said that this next one is going to be the best in the series so far. So that's some pretty high expectations to live up to. The first one seemed pretty repetitive, so I'll give it that. The second one was excellent, and the third one was also pretty good, if you ask me. Again, it got a little bit repetitive for me towards the end, but the story kept me involved, kept me wanting to play more. So, I am excited for the next one. Let's move on, though. Digital distribution. One of the actual users of Kotaku wrote this article on Kotaku Speaks Up, which is where people like you and me could actually go to Kotaku, write an article, and then they pick one of those per week and actually put it on their main page. This guy wrote a brief statement about digital distribution and how it's affecting the gaming industry as a whole. And his basic gripe is that although it's maybe more convenient for the user and it allows the developers to make more money off of that, you're basically cutting out jobs. And that's his main complaint about digital distribution is all these manufacturing sites, these big factories that print off hundreds of copies of games and box them and wrap them and ship them. We don't need them anymore. We don't need them if we're just doing digital distribution. I mean, the developer uploads it to a server, you download it from the server, and end of story. There's no middleman. There's no manufacturing involved. So, potentially could be quite a few jobs on the line if, digital distribution really takes hold, which it already has, if you ask me. So, my question for you today is, do you think that digital distribution is the way to go and that those jobs lost will be picked up elsewhere in the economy? Or do you feel like digital distribution is going to, hurt the industry as a whole going forward? Moving on. Last story of the day is that Microsoft, they didn't really announce, but it's been picked up from hearsay that Microsoft is definitely using the BluRay for their next console. Now, Sony does own some rights to the BluRay, so chances are they're going to make a couple bucks off every Xbox, but I don't think it's anything that Microsoft's really worried about. Another thing that they mentioned was that there may be some software or something on the disc that actually prevents you from reselling it. Prevents you from... Yeah, I guess it doesn't really prevent you from reselling it. It's a physical disc. You can hand it to someone and take their money. No one can do anything to stop you. But it was mentioned that they're not going to be able to play used games. And what they mean by that is, once you put the game in your console the first time, there's going to be some registration between the console and the disc that's going to lock that disc to your console. If you give it to your buddy and he takes it home, he won't be able to play it. So this is effectively killing used game sales. I mean, they're saying that they don't want anybody to be able to buy or use used games on their new console. And I would really like to know your guys' opinion on this. I, for one, am infuriated. I think it's ridiculous. I think if I go and I pay $60 for a disc that costs you probably less than $5 to make, then I should be mine to do whatever the heck I want with it, whether I want to sell it to my friend, throw it in a dumpster, break it and put it on my wall, or take it to a game store and get ripped off by them. It's my prerogative. I own it. That's property rights. I really don't think that they have any right or authority to control what you do with property you buy. I mean, I know that they made it, but it's a sale, meaning they're giving it to you in exchange for money. It should then be yours to do with what you want. So that's my take on the whole thing, but I would really like to know what you guys think about that too, so leave it in the comments below or upload a video response. That's all I have for you today. If you liked, remember to click the like, and I will see you guys tomorrow.